Students, the next topic is regarding bit addressability. So bit addressability ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ, as we know 8051 provides the capability to access the individual bits of port without altering the rest of the bits in the port. So ಬಾಕಿ bits ಗಳನ್ನು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಲಾರದೆ ಅದು it is going to access the bits of 8051, the port bits. And next topic is embedded C. Programming with the C has become very popular because of the ease of programming as compared to assembly. So assembly language program we have to remember the address locations, memory locations, and also we have to remember it's a 16-bit or 8-bit like that. But all those headache is totally eliminated, especially in case of C programming language. And advantages of C programming. So as we know, C programming is less time consuming and it is very easier to write compared to the assembly language coding. And C is a very portable, and C program written for the particular microcontroller can be loaded into different microcontroller. Okay, there is not necessary to rewrite the code once again using cross compiler, and the C programs are very easier to modify, update, and there are so many library functions such as sine, square, etc. These are readymade library function which can be accessed, it can be used while writing the programs. What are the some disadvantages are also there. They are assembly language programs which produce hex files, they are of fixed size. The calculating exact time delay for the C program is little bit difficult, and the C language program produces a hex file which is much longer, which is much larger than the assembly language program. And next topic, the data types in 8051C. Okay, unsigned, we have a unsigned character that is 8-bit, and signed character of 8-bit, unsigned int 16-bit, signed int of 16-bit, 8-bit that is a single bit, 1 bit, 1 bit, and SFR 8 bits. Okay, this is the different data types of 8051C. So memory types used in 8051C language. The memory types specifier code, it is mainly used to specify that a variable is to reside in the code memory, which has a range of up to 64 kilobytes. Okay, and the remaining 5 data the 5 data memory which are its specifiers are used to specify that a variable is to reside in the data memory or program memory ಎಲ್ಲಿ reside ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತೈತಿ. The memory type code, this is a code memory 64K. Next we have a data, that is data addressable internal data memory 128K. I data indirectly addressable internal data. B data bit addressable internal data memory. X data external data memory. P data paged external data memory. Next we have a pointers. So pointers means what? When programming the 8051 in assembly language register such as R0, R1 and DPTR, they hold the address of the memory location. Adrolaga address of memory location address irtada, and the data is accessed via these register using indirect addressing, that is R0, R1 and DPTR, and they are used to point to the data. Okay, and we have two types, one is typed pointer, other is a untyped pointer. And next, memory models which are used in 8051C language. So the memory models, it can be used to assign all the variables, okay, a default memory type without having to specify them one by one. So the default model is yavaglu small irtati, and small memory model allows for the fastest possible access because all the variables reside in the internal data memory olaga siktava. The compact memory model ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, it causes all the variables to be in the first page of the external data memory, and the large memory model, it causes all the variables to be in the external data memory, ranges up to 64K. We have a small, compact and large. In case of small, variable reside in the internal data memory. In case of compact, the variables reside in the first 256 bytes of external data, and in large, the variables reside in the external data memory, that is X star. There are different arithmetic operators of 8051C: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo division. And we have a different logical operations available in 8051C, that is AND, OR, exclusive OR and inverter. These are the combination 0001 1011, and we have a shift right as well as shift left. This is a symbol for shift right, this is a symbol for shift left. Next very important topic is interrupts versus polling. What is interrupt and what is polling? As you know, whenever any device requires a service, that device has to notify the microcontroller. So ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಡಿವೈಸ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೆಂಗೆ? ಬೈ ಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರಪ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್. ಅಪಾನ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರಪ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ whatever it is doing, microcontroller has been interrupts, and whatever it is doing, and serves the device by executing the program associated with the interrupt called interrupt service routine. So ತಾ ಮಾಡು ಕೆಲಸ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ, and that is given by interrupt service routine, ISR ಅಥವಾ interrupt handler ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And each device can get the attention of the microcontroller based upon the priority, depending upon the priority which is there in interrupt service table, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. What is polling? In case of polling, the microcontroller continuously monitors the status of the given device. When the status condition is met, it performs the service. After that, it moves on to the monitor, the next device, until it is serviced. So this is regarding polling. So interrupt ಒಳಗೆ ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಾವ ಡಿವೈಸ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅದು ಹೋಗಿ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ರಾದರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ whether it requires a service or no. Here, in case of interrupts, each device can get the attention of the microcontroller based on the priority. But here, in case of polling method, it cannot assign the priority because it checks all the devices in a round-robin fashion. MUSI is going to check. It is going to ask each and every device that whether it requires a service or no. If it requires, it will give the service, otherwise no. But in case of interrupts ಒಳಗೆ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕೋ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, the microcontroller can ignore ಅಥವಾ mask the device request for the service, and if the interrupts are disabled atandra, the microcontroller will not get the interrupted even if the interrupt line gets activated. And masking is not possible with the polling method. So ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ಸ್, the interrupts method here more efficient because microcontroller time is utilized by only when the device needs service. ಯಾವ ಡಿವೈಸಿಗೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದು ತಾನಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ದ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಂತೈತಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಗಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ ದ devices whether it requires a service or not ಅಂತ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ದ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೈ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ದ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್. when an interrupt occurs, ಅವಾಗ ದ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ರೂಟೀನ್ ISR. ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ISR and that will be executed. And there is a fixed location in the memory which holds the address of its ISR. Particular address ಒಳಗೆ ISR ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. And a group of memory location which are set aside to hold the address of ISR is called interrupt vector table. Interrupt vector table ಅಂದ್ರೆ set of memory location which hold the address of ISR. That is called interrupt vector table. And this is regarding interrupts. We have a first reset iರ್ತೈತಿ, next external interrupt 0 also called EX0, and we have timer 0 overflow TF0, external hardware interrupt 1 that is int1, timer 1 overflow TF1, and serial comp interrupt that is RI and TI. And reset can be considered to be non-maskable interrupt. So reset a non-maskable, and a reset is an absolute command to jump the program address 0002 and commence executing from there. Allinda the continuation ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. The following two interrupts are triggered by the external signal. One int0 and ಇನ್ನೊಂದು int1. When the timer or counter overflows, the corresponding timer flag TF0 ಅಥವಾ TF1 it is set to 1. Interrupt programming. So interrupt enable register IE, other the SFR address A8. Interrupt priority register IP B8. Next we have a bit structure of a interrupt enable IE register. So D0 to D7, EX0, ET1, EX1, ET1, and ES, ET2 dash and EA. The bit structure of a interrupt priority register, that is IP. External interrupt int0, next timer overflow TF0, external interrupt 1 that int1, TF1, and RI and TI. This is the interrupt priority IP D0 to D7. So this is regarding IP. In the next video, we shall continue with the timers and counters.